getting real low, little partner.
Okay, now you're just getting weird, okay?
It's getting weird in here, little partner.
Okay. Drop! Welcome to Ride the Hell Not!
Welcome!
We're back!
And we're back!
How's everybody doing today? We hope well.
You're supposed to wait for them to answer. Assuming is really just rude.
I got really excited, and
It happens.
it was premature of me. I said it. Today, we have High West Whiskey.
High West.
Double Rye. Out of Park City, Utah. High West Distillery is one of my favorites. Apparently, like, this is like the... I don't know.
Crown jewel.
There.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm into it.
It's the only, like, gastro distillery that you can ski up to, apparently.
That's awesome.
Yeah, isn't it? I
Oh,
think
man.
that's pretty cool. The Double Rye is a blend of two different whiskeys from two different distillers, actually, that they've taken and blended together to make into something of their own.
Yep.
Which is pretty interesting. I think they were going for to make the spiciest rye ever, I think is what they were going for. And
well, this one was created from two rye whiskeys, because they have a
Yes.
number of ryes that we've tried before.
correct.
But this is one that we've had a few times now. And so this is from two rye whiskeys, both a minimum of 2 years old and sourced from multiple distilleries.
See? Yeah.
See highways.com for technical details, which we will include those technical details down in the description.
See, I love the fact that they just put that on the back.
Right? So I do believe this is the first whiskey we've reviewed here that isn't from the South. I was going to say from Kentucky, but technically we reviewed a Tennessee whiskey in Dickel last time. Mm-hmm. But this is the first non-Southern state whiskey we've reviewed.
Yeah.
But
I'm excited.
It's one that I'd say we really started drinking earlier this year, maybe a little bit last year, but started getting into a bit more regularly this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been on I know there's a version on my bar, there's a version on your bar.
Yep.
The price point on it
Is fantastic. I mean, I think we found this one for 36.
Yeah.
That's about what it was at, but we've seen it anywhere from like the 30 to 40 range. And it's really easy to find. We've been seeing a lot of displays featuring them as well. So there's been plenty of stock, which just seems to be so rare these days for some really good whiskeys that don't necessarily cost an arm and a leg.
True.
So.
It's very popular. They're making an effort with a little bit of their marketing, which is great, that we've seen in a couple of our local liquor stores, as Chris is kind of mentioning. And the price point's right there. You know, it's not, you know, your $20 bottle. It's just above it, and it's not too expensive. You're not hitting that $60 mark. Mm-hmm. It's just that good go-to.
But I would put it up against some of the $50 or $60 bottles.
Oh, absolutely. Well, let's get into it.
Yeah, you know, we could talk about this all day.
I'm gonna crack this puppy.
Yeah, just don't cut yourself.
That didn't happen earlier.
No.
Didn't happen earlier at all.
We do not endorse the cutting of bricks.
Yes. I did not put my pocket knife into my hand. Of my own free will.
Yes. Your own free will and volition. Oh. Yeah.
That was so good.
All right. Crisp.
It's very crisp. I just love their bottles too. Like, they have like this beautiful like High West Distillery like emblem. Mm-hmm. It's raised on the glass, and the glass even like the glass isn't like see-through. It has a bunch of impurities in it. Like almost air bubbles.
Yeah, like at first glance you could almost think the bottle was a little dirty. But I think it's just that good old, you know, glass look, like vintage glass look. I mean, glass hasn't always been as clear as those of us in the 21st century enjoy, so
yes.
It's a really nice change up. Maybe let's see if we can get a little bit. There we go. Yeah. So you can kind of see the impurities there. Boy howdy.
Again, what? Boy howdy?
Boy howdy, little Rick.
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. Dude, you shattered that.
It's going for a nice sound bite. It's called production value, Rick.
You can smell that double rye.
Oh yeah.
That's a double rye right there.
That's a good rye.
That's a double rye right there.
And I don't think it mentions it or not. We may have to look this up, but
the back has a extensive label and a bunch of details on it, which is pretty flattering for this bottle.
It doesn't have the rye percentage, which I know we were talking about last time.
They said technical specs on the website.
I'm gonna guess that it's 200% rye because they're just that gutsy.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah, but we'll look it up and we'll post it down in the comments, the details, the description, whatever it's called.
We can do that now. Tasting notes.
What do you get off the nose, Rick?
Spice. Spice, maybe like clove? Cinnamon and clove.
Yeah, I get a bit of that cinnamon. It's definitely spicy. It's interesting because, and this may just be my nose today, but it smells a bit higher proof than it is because it's
only 92.
It's only a 92
right?
proof.
Yeah.
And it smells higher proof, and I mean that in a good way. Generally, I like higher proof rye.
Me too. Did we just become best friends?
Whoa. We just became best friends. Wait, have I met you before?
Who the fuck are you?
How the hell did we get here?
We're gonna have to bleep that out. Shit.
God damn it. I'm going in.
Get it.
Okay, Rick, okay. I'm going in. Wish me luck.
Good luck. What you getting? What you getting there, big fella? What you thinking there? What you pondering there?
What you doing there?
Yeah, what you pondering there down in that prairie?
Go on, get.
Go on, get now.
Go on, get. No one wants you here no more.
That's just really mean.
Wow, you actually listened. That never happens. If I knew it was that easy. No, I'm getting a bit of like caramel, maybe toffee. I don't know. There's some sort of spice that I'm getting. Not exactly the same as the cinnamon on the nose. I don't know. It's kind of hot. Like it is a little bit cinnamony, but maybe closer to like, it's gonna sound weird, like a Red Hot, like that like hot.
Red Hot Candies.
Yeah, like the Red Hot Candies, like
Red Hot Candies,
like super cinnamony, like Red Hot, but in a good way because
not like Big Red.
Not Big Red. No, like a Red Hot. Yeah. But not in a bad way, because I'm actually not a big fan of Red Hots, but I love cinnamon, and it's just...
But not like Mike and Ike's.
So it's like a spicy cinnamon.
Not like Mike and Ike's cinnamon flavored.
I'd like you to list more cinnamon candies, if you could, and just go down the list till we find what's right. But only you get to mention them,
not
so
like,
just keep going.
Not like... I got nothing. That's it. I got a lot of cinnamon. Kind of flavor. Bold cinnamon, but smooth. It's not as spicy as the nose on it kind of dictates. It smells hotter, like you were saying, than it actually is. It's only 92 proof. Mm-hmm. It smells over 100.
Yeah. I wonder if that has to do with the amount of rye in there, since I know we talked about last time rye being a bit sharper, a bit more, having a bit more of a bite. If that's just kind of pushing the flavor more in that direction.
Cinnamon, honey. Not a lot of pepper. There's like some zing there. It starts on the back of my palate, back of my tongue with the spice, like a pepper spice, but then lingers to the front of my palate or the tip of my tongue, which would be just smooth and sweet.
Yeah, I get that. Like the back of my tongue has a little bit of that pepper. Mm-hmm. It like transitions into a spicier cinnamon with just a little bit of caramel on the tip. Just the tip.
Caramel.
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 I like this.
I love it. I mean, it's the thing about it is, and I know we covered this a little bit with Dickel, when you have something that is not, purposefully at the higher end cost-wise, is not your $70, $80 or above $100 mark, that's not intentionally meant to be drank straight or, just with a rock. It's really easy to just drink it and be like, this would make a fantastic cocktail, which it would, and we definitely plan to make cocktails with this later.
That's a good idea.
For the price, it's fantastic just on its own. And once again, a really just solid rye, a solid example of what a rye should be.
I have to agree. I agree with you. You can just drink this straight, honestly. You don't need a cube. You don't need ice, and it doesn't need to be Don't need a side of water.
Although that's not to say that wouldn't open it up.
True.
You know, I find as I drink more of this, the spiciness actually gets smoother and smoother on the tongue and starts to migrate to the finish for me. I definitely get more of that like hot cinnamon on the finish, that hot cinnamon spice. Once again, still punching above its weight as far as tasting like a higher proof, while not being so.
I like, honestly, that it's like we started the episode, it's a fair price.
Mm-hmm.
It was made to be one of the spiciest ryes. I don't think they got it as spicy as they could have. However, it is so smooth and so delicious. I would recommend, you should just absolutely try this. Go to a restaurant, try it. Try it in a Manhattan, try it in an old fashioned, try it straight, try it on a cube, or try it neat.
Or if you see it in a supermarket or a liquor store, like we've been finding it everywhere.
It's
out here in California. I'm pretty sure if you're anywhere in the States, you're gonna find this somewhere. They're definitely reaching out. Pick up a bottle or two. You're gonna enjoy it. They have quite a few different lines as well that we've tried. Like there's their American Prairie bourbon, I believe.
Prairie bourbon,
which is quite nice. They have one of your favorite ryes, and I really enjoy it as well. The Yippee-Ki-Yay.
Oh, Yippee-Ki-Yay, limited edition.
Hard to find. Some. If you find one, buy it.
Yes.
And send it to us.
You don't have to do that. No, but if you do find it as a fair price, Yippee-Ki-Yay from High West Distillery, Park City, Utah. That is absolutely probably still one of my favorite ryes today. And I have one bottle behind me, but prices for that should go up within the next year or so because it was a limited edition. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised seeing it for over $1,000 price point. Yeah, in the next year, a year to two at the most. But it was just limited edition.
Yeah, and that's something I really respect out of any distillery that knows that they have a good product, that they can make a good staple like this at a very reasonable price.
But they still
they still dabble in the higher end, and the limited editions, and the ones that they know that true whiskey appreciators will seek out and try and enjoy. And that's not meant to say that this is any less. It's just different. But, you know, at any price point, you find a High West, thorough endorsement from me. That was your chance to endorse them as well.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Editing. I endorse this product.
My name is Rick, and I thoroughly endorse this here whiskey.
I can't.
You should have been mouthing. You should have been mouthing it, and I could just cover my mouth and through the magic of editing.
It's called lip syncing, Chris.
Yeah,
mouthing. Lip syncing.
Mouthing.
Not mouthing.
You sure are mouthy there, boy.
You got a pretty mouth there.
You got a pretty mouth there, boy.
Yeah.
Come on over here.
All right. Okay.
So apparently parts of us come out when we drink this whiskey. Yeah, it's...
I'm gonna keep smelling it. I really like the fragrance off this. Like, the nose on it's amazing. Cinnamon. You know what? I have a cinnamon problem.
Cinnamon's fantastic.
No, I probably have a cinnamon problem.
No, you do have a cinnamon problem. Let's see. He frequents cinnamon gum. He has cinnamon air freshener in his home, several of them.
Yep.
His truck is named Cinnamon.
Oh, I did do that.
And pretty much anything with cinnamon, he will run head first towards while closing his eyes and screaming, "I've never felt more alive."
Is that a song?
It should be.
I never felt more alive. No?
When I see cinnamon.
I guess we can make it a song.
I'm Cinnamon Rick.
No.
Tiny Rick or nothing?
No, it's not even that.
Pickle Rick or nothing?
That was a great episode.
True story.
That was a great episode.
Won an Emmy.
It did win an Emmy.
Which is amazing.
It did win an Emmy. That was amazing.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. And I'm glad we have it on film, because we won't remember this.
We don't remember stuff when we drink? Well, cheers to another round of High West.
I'm not going to wrap around the bottle.
I think it's getting sweeter.
Clearly.
Am I wrong?
It's clearly someone has put more sugar in this.
Oh, definitely
or some type
sugar.
of sweetness in this. Since last time
it would have nothing to do with getting a warmer sensation throughout my body. No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I do like your hat.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I like your hat.
You know, thank you. I like hats.
You're a hat guy. It's cool. Of course,
I have great hair.
He has like a whole collection of hats, but he really only wears like one 90% of the time.
Why go and do me like that?
Do you feel called out, or do you
do me like that?
Or do you feel
just call me out here,
or do you feel seen?
I'll see you at the OK Corral at noon. Like the Monopoly man. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Now you can speak like that.
You can't double hat. What? The F?
I'm gonna do this before he explodes.
It's amazing.
It's phenomenal. I'm a fan. It's funny. I think we've gone through more bottles than I can probably count of High West at this point. It's one of those ones where I think we've easily bought one day, finished it off that same day, gone back the next day, bought another one, finished it off that next day. It goes down so easily, and you don't have to justify drinking it. When you're spending those higher prices, it's so easy to get in your head and just not enjoy it. And that's not to say it's not worth it. It's not to say you shouldn't bring those out during special occasions or just occasions you want to enjoy something fancy and really, really nice. But this is just so easy to pick up and drink and enjoy and have more of. And
the fact that it goes with almost, I can see this going with almost anything. Mm-hmm. It's just so smooth. It's so smooth. And it's recommended, like you can make it into a Manhattan, you can make it into an old fashioned, you can just drink it straight. Like it's so drinkable. This is an amazing drinkable rye.
Agreed.
Listen here, partner, we're gonna be all right. All right.
It's gonna be all right, partner.
Just don't cry.
Just don't cry it out. Whatever you do,
think
don't
real
cry
hard
it out.
And lock up them feelings
Lock
deep
them up,
down.
bury them down inside.
And put that whiskey cork back in the top.
Right
that
in the
bottle,
top.
you put it in deep down.
Deep down inside.
And you good.
And then you drink.
The rye whiskey.
High West.
Yes.
Boy howdy.
Because we endorse this. We have to regroup.
Do we have to? Are you sure?
Yeah.
So thanks for joining us. We really appreciate everyone that's been watching our episodes, commenting, subscribing, and we appreciate all of the feedback. And we'd love to hear from more of you. Any whiskeys you'd like to see us try, any feedback you would like to give us, we would love to hear.
Yeah, please let us know.
Positive and negative. We're open.
Yes, positive or negative. Please let us know in the comments. Feel free to check out our Facebook or Instagram.
Mm-hmm. Yep, down in the description.
Down in the description. Let us know if you want to. Yeah, let us know if you want us to try a specific bottle or something. We'd be happy to just talk about it with you and let you know what we think of it, and just go from there.
Yep. And to that I say, ma'am.
Ma'am? Really? You could have just done like, I do.
Man.
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 Thanks for joining us.
Man.
I'm Rick.
I'm Chris.
Thank you guys, and we'll see you hopefully next week.
We'll see you next week.